Starting at right wing, number 24, Eloise Vandenberg. At center, number 33, Adrian Mount. At left wing, number 8, Charlotte Paul. At D, number 5, Jordan Berry. Also at D, number 27, Ella Bond. And in net, number 1, Ava McCall. For NSA, starting at right wing, number 21, Grace O'Shaughnessy. At center, number 11, Caroline Gibbons. At left wing, number 13, Mandy Cantor. At D, number 19, Kim O'Leary. At D, number 14, Natasha Webber. And in net, number 30, Cadence Young. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise and move the caps and play our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to Abington Community Access and Media's coverage of girls high school hockey action here at the Hobbamock Arena in Pembroke, Massachusetts on Saturday, January 10th, with a home team. NSA girls Clippers in white are facing the Plymouth North and South co-op team in blue. Of course, the NSA stands for Norwell, Scituate, and Abington. And of course, the Plymouth North and South are go as the Blue Eagles. I'm your host, Jim Dorman. Hope you'll enjoy this girls hockey matchup in Patriot League action. The NSC team is doing excellent so far, leading the league. The overall record of 5-2, while the Plymouth team is struggling a little bit more. They have 3 wins overall, but not in the league. So we'll see how things go here tonight with the Clippers versus the Eagles as play starts off in the NSA end, and as the team breaks out into the Eagles end, we'll see in deep. We got a quick wrist shot and a stoppage of play. We got the first line out there with center Maddie Cantor, who scores goals in handfuls, it seems, either 3 or 4 in recent games. Of course, NSA is coming off some recent victories where they've scored quite a bit off of Whitman Hanson and this Whitman Hanson Silver Lake team, and also the Hanover team. And Maddie Cantor, I think we got 7 goals in the last 2 games. Let's see how she does here tonight. A little hampered by lack of a really up-to-date roster for the Plymouth team. We'll do the best that we can. See how the play progresses. I believe their goaltender is Ava McLaughlin, who's already made a save. Number 1. See if we get any announcements from the announcer that we can decipher that might help us as the puck moves into the Blue Eagles zone. We got two co-op teams going at it. Of course, all right. We had McLaughlin saves, hands it off to one of her defense people, but NSA intercepts and drives it right home into the corner. And as they do, they get the very good forechecking. And in the last game with Hanson, Silver Lake, and seems to be continuing with that right here, trying to hem the Blue Eagles in, and they in fact do keep the puck in again at the line. Back on defense right now, getting way back is Natasha Minkus, as Maddie Cantor collects and controls as she does quite a bit. Really good stick handler. But Blue Eagles managed to get the puck and come in deep. I believe our try to get a number for you. It looks like our starting goaltender is Cadence Dion from Abington. They've been alternating a bit, I think, with the other goaltender who played last game, Caitlin Burke. But Cadence Dion listed as a freshman from Abington. Our other Abington ladies are Shay McCarthy, Lexi Sprules. Shay McCarthy's number 2, Lexi Sprules number 3, both sophomores. Liz Dow, the captain, number 5. Didn't see her in the last game, so we'll see if she's out here. She's a defense person. Robin Bolger, another sophomore, number 9. And of course, Kate Theon, the goaltender. Okay, we got everybody's in the corner almost. 4 players anyway. And NSA manages to extract it. Looks like might be Katie Comfort, number 4. She brings it all the way down, tries to get it across to Kaylin Motor, but McLaughlin covers it up, so we're going to have a face-off to her left. Nice rush there by Katie Comfort. I think we see Liz Dow right now out there, so Liz is listed as one of the defensemen. So she's on left defense. She will carry the puck. Puck stays in the Blue Eagle zone, but they manage to get it out and back. To get it is Liz Dow. Moving to her left. Fires it up the boards. Number 27 for the Blue Eagles. Might be Ella Palmer, I might have heard the announcer say. Really tough to hear the announcements. There is one of their starting players, and she's holding the fort down at the right point as the Blue Eagles move the puck around in the NSA zone, trying to set up and make something happen here in the early going here at Hobbamock Arena in the first period with a score of 0-0. Just under 11 minutes to go as the puck is at the side of the net behind Cadence Dion, and she's not moving, and manages to tie it up under her pads. I think she's gonna spread out in the butterfly position there. Didn't want to kind of accidentally bring the puck towards the net. Anyway, we got to face off to her right. Won by the Clippers, coming around the boards as NSA breaks it out. Tries to get across to the center, but the Blue Eagles intercept and break it out themselves, clearing it in behind the net as they get a change, but gives the Clippers a chance to rush it up. That's Natasha Mikas, one of the captains, and she's another good stick handler, and will take that opportunity if she sees it to go on the offense from the defensive position. Puck goes by Maddie Cantor around back But back to Maddie Cantor almost. No, she doesn't get it, but she's trying to break up the Blue Eagles, who are trying to do a little bit of forechecking themselves, but NSA manages to break it out. Comes Cantor, deep, going deep. Doesn't have anyone, or doesn't have anyone to pass to. Anyway, play continues in the offensive zone for the Clippers. Trying to see if they can get an open girl to get a pass to. The puck is right at the left-hand side of the net. Caroms around, and we get it outside the zone. Blue Eagles go for a change. Managed to slide it into the Clippers end for just a second. Lots of quick passes going on right now, but also lots of changes of possession. No one seems to be getting into a real rhythm. As almost a, well, she went down. We won't call that really a trip. All right, Sasha Mikas gets nice control of it up to Shea McCarthy. Tries to get it across, but there's really no one there, and Eagles pick it up and ice it. So we're gonna have a face-off right back in the Eagles' end after the clearing. The clear ends up being icing. So Caroline Gibbons taking the face-off with Cantor. There, Caroline wins the face-off, but the Eagles get a hold of it. Now back to Cantor in the zone. She tries to get a little pass shot off, but gets blocked. Still trying to work at it right up the blue line. Gets outside. Shea McCarthy trying to get it back in. She does. Broken up, but back in. Cantor trying to get the shot off, but she gets checked. Good stick handling it in tight. And nice work towards the front of the net. And Maddie Cantor scores the first goal at 7:38. So she's continuing. Maddie Cantor continues with the goal scoring bonanza. Getting her first one here. About halfway through the first period to give the Clippers 1-0 lead after both teams been going back and forth a little bit. Not too many shots, but that was a nice play by Cantor to get around the defenders and get a nice in-close shot, tucking it in. But here we go again with play in the NSA zone as the Blue Eagles try to get some offense going, tie it up. But it clears out. Of course, the Clippers are under head coach Victoria Dinger with assistants Renee Mahoney and Emma Green. This has been I think the third year of this co-op with Norwell Situate in Abington, and so far very successful. They've been looking quite good atop the league. Got some other tough competitors, but have a nice win over Duxbury, and haven't played Hingham yet. We'll see. Hingham's doing well too, but so we'll see when that matchup comes down the line. All right, we got it in quick, in tight, and a little too close for comfort for the Blue Eagles. There is the NSA girl. She's just trying to get a goal, you know. But I think we're gonna get a penalty out of that little action. Maybe looks like we got two girls going off, probably for roughing, and that was Caroline Gibbons in tight there. Maybe we can get a name for the Plymouth lady. But yeah, you know, so sometimes happens when, you know, in the effort to get a goal in tight, you get a little too close, and of course, no one likes that defense people don't like that against the forward. So a little bit of give and take back there. I'm going to guess 2 roughing calls. So we're still even strength at 5-on-5, but 1 girl from each team in the box for bad behavior. Well, normal behavior, I think, given the situation. Anyway, Maddie Cantor was trying to keep it back, but it's outside the zone. It's in the Clippers zone. And out breaks the Clippers. In deep in the right-hand corner. Little clearing pass gets blocked by McLaughlin with her stick, which I love. I was an advocate of the goalies blocking those passes with the stick, but some people say stay in position and not have the stick out. But I like using that big goalie stick to block the passes when you can. All right, puck clears in behind Cadence, Dion. And we're getting a little 50 cent, but I haven't heard any announcement on the penalty, so I don't think we're going to get one. With 5:28 left in the first period, NSA leading 1-0. Plymouth Eagles trying to break it out. And I think the coach for the Blue Eagles is Mike McCosh, assistant Lauren Allen. Of course, NSA is the home team today, wearing the white. Is Kalen Motor, a freshman, flipping it into the Eagle zone. Puck comes around and out of the zone. Regroup on the part of the Clippers. This Mikas providing that stability and clearing it in, and a little help from Livy Boris, senior captain. She gets it in and just go for a line change. Now we're going to work on it right in front of the Eagles net, Eagles bench. But they do manage to clear it in to the Clipper zone. So we get like kind of a cross pass there, which goes in front of the net. I don't like those. As a former goalie, defensemen like to take a little chance going across the net with their breakout passes. But all's well that ends well right now, as the puck is in the Eagle zone. Maddie Cantor working hard in there, giving the defender a tough time. Puck does manage to get out, but Natasha Mikas backs up with it, banks it off the boards, back into the zone, back out of the zone, cleared into the Clipper zone, and looks like a change for the Blue Eagles as no one is in against the Clippers. Everybody's spread out now on the ice. The puck slides into the Clippers zone and back. Nika's back to get it. She's bothered by a few Clippers players, but she got some friends back there to help her out. The Eagles maintain possession of the puck, get a quick shot off. I think Dion stopped that one with those big pads down the butterfly. And we're in tight now, so a little bit of some pressure here from the Eagles, but the puck manages to get out, and they're right back in, and looks like a partial breakaway, stopped by Dion. Nice. She was in great position and handled that easily. I think that might have been number 13. I have a couple of names. I'm going to go with Nora Geary. Although maybe it was 33. 33 is Ava Grinnell, I think, for the Golden Eagles, one of their first liners. And Okay, let's see what we got here. Stoppage and play. Oh, a little bit of the old-fashioned organ hype music going on. Not a big crowd at the game tonight. Folks, come on out and support girls high school hockey. Good game. All right, we're back underway. With less than 2 minutes to play in the period, NSA holding on to their 1-goal lead. Maddie Cantor goes like around 7:58, 7 and change anyway. Things have slowed down a little bit, but is a steal, and but a fall before she could get in too far. Puck back to the Clippers. There's Maddie Cantor. She's trying to move in. She gets tripped. And I think the referee's gone a little tripping on that one to see one of the Eagles girls heading off the defense there. But that's what Maddie Cantor does, because she gets the puck, she starts moving, stick handling. She's got some good moves. She skates well. It's tough to defend her, and that can result in a penalty like tripping. So with less than 1:12 right now, Clippers are on the power play for the remainder of the period unless they score, and they have control of the puck. And they do want to score before the end of the period. That'd be a great way to go into the locker room. Would love to have a 2-0 lead. Little flip in, gets blocked, goes by the net. Puck's behind the net, and the Eagles manage to flip it out past NSA Libby Boras, but she's back to get it. Trying to mount another offensive attack with Maddie Cantor taking it in, getting checked, but she hacked. But she slapper from the point from Natasha Mikas. Gets blocked. Puck is back to her. She banks it into the corner. Centering pass gets blocked behind the net. We're down to 10 seconds. See if they can get one more, but if not, it looks like a 1-0 lead after one period for the NSA Clippers. And we're back for second period action between the Clippers and the Blue Eagles. With the Clippers leading 1-0, goal by Maddie Cantor. Still on the power play for a better part of this minute against Plymouth in the dark jerseys. And the Clippers are in the offensive zone right now, trying to move the puck around, get another opportunity. Delayed offsides, but Blue Eagles try to clear it in, but don't quite make it. And here come the Clippers again, setting up a little 3-on-4 action, I guess, with the Eagles still on the man down situation. Of course, the Clippers, just not too much time left on the penalty. And we're back at full strength. See what happens here in the second period. Clippers definitely had the upper hand, but only a 1-0 goal lead. So, but Plymouth needs to mount some more offense to try to get back into it. Not too many shots, and what they have had has been handled fairly easily by Cadence Dion of Abington. And a couple of little scrums could have bounced in favor of the Eagles. But think for the most part. Like, we got a break in here by Maddie Cantor. She scores. She held it, took a nice little wrist shot into, looked like it went to the right-hand corner of the net. I don't know if she hurt herself. She was bending over a little bit. Hopefully she's okay. But less than 2 minutes into the second period, and the Clippers are up 2-0 with a lovely goal by Maddie Cantor, her second of the night, her ninth in the last 3 games, I think. So she's on track for maybe a third hat trick and counting in 3 games, but we'll see what happens. All right, good way to start the period for the Clippers. But the Blue Eagles, well, they're back on defense now and give it right back to the Clippers. The puck winds its way around. Clippers managed to bounce it out off a few of their players, but Clippers come right back, but we're going to get an offsides call. Face off outside the zone. So we can all regroup here with 12:10 left in the second period. Looks like a nice sheet of ice here at the Habermock Arena. It's another nice cool rink here on the South Shore in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Clippers control. Natasha Mikas. And it's back in the Blue Eagle zone. That might be Charlotte Paul, number 8, for the. Well, there's a good wrist shot on Natasha Dion, but she's equal to the task. Going to get a face-off to her left. Yeah, we without the full roster, or just but had one of last year's roster. I think 8 is Charlotte Paul, one of their starters, and I believe the goaltender is Ava McLaughlin. If they haven't changed numbers from last year, we might know a few more of the players. But right now, it's been mostly Clippers, even though the Eagles managed to get it out of their zone and into the zone a few times. The Clippers usually go back and, as they look like they're doing right now, regain control, and then get it right out of the zone. Let's see what happens here. The Eagles were able to break that one up, and it's back. We got Liz Dow back there working on it. She manages to get it out. Eagles with a little bit of a chance, but they don't connect on that pass, and they go for a line change instead as Liz Dow goes back to gain control, look for a pass. She goes the hard route, looks at the easier route, and goes up the hard route straight up the left wing boards, and eventually gets intercepted by the Eagles, and they are trying to set up with in close. Good shot. That was a good chance that Dion was able to save right with I'm not sure if it was a pad or glove, but it looked like she was in good position there, because that was a nice in tight shot from, I think, number 5, who is one of their starters. I don't have her name. Maybe I'm wrong about the number. She's playing defense unless she was moved up. We got offsides. Looks like 28 might be Isabella Bono. She's captain, I think. Ava Grinnell, number 33, is also a captain. See what other numbers we might see for them. So they try to keep it in, the Blue Eagles do, against the Clippers. But as we've often seen in this game so far, the Clippers defender is able to gain control and with good stick handling and skating break away from the players. We're going to have a little, looks like interference call. We're not getting any announcements so far, so. But that looks like Natasha Mikas might be going off for the Clippers. So here the Eagles have a chance with 9:27 remaining in the second period to get some more offense. They just got a really nice chance that would have put the score at 2-1. So they're not out of it. They gotta, if they can get something going. Yeah, we got a little shot off from the point. Dion covers up the rebound, slows things down. Yeah, let's see who wins the face-off. The face-off is kind of a draw, but ends up back for a slap shot from the point. Gets blocked. Back to the point again. The Clippers are not in a tight box right now. It's they're trying to work on it, but the puck is moving around on the right-hand zone. Little pass across might have been dangerous, but it's good defense by the Clippers so far, kind of breaking things up, and actually results in a breakaway here for Maddie Cantor, and she turns that into a goal. So with the great defense, turns into some offense. Of course, you don't want to let Maddie Cantor go away freely with the puck. So she scores her third goal, another hat trick for Maddie Cantor here in the second period with 8:38 to go. Less than halfway through the game, the Clippers have a nice 3-goal lead over the Blue Eagles, and that was just a fine defensive play on the short with the team shorthanded. They're still shorthanded. You could see it kind of coming as the Eagles were trying to pass around, but the defense was starting to look more and more aggressive. I could just kind of see it coming, and I wasn't sure that I didn't realize it was Maddie Cantor, but as soon as I saw that was her, I said, "Uh-oh!" And she just made a lovely move and was able to find a wide swath of open net after she deked Ava McLaughlin. So hats off to Maddie Cantor. Didn't see any hats on the ice, but we'll give her the virtual hats off. Okay, but here comes a chance. But once those pads go down, that's tough. Those Cadence Dion really has that lower part of the net covered very well. It's really solid there so far. They haven't got anything by her. I don't want to jinx her. And she's got this one covered up. Face off to her left. I feel like that last goal that's a bit demoralizing, getting having a chance to not tie things up, but cut the lead in half is what I'm looking for. Instead, NSA breaks free and gets a shorthanded goal and makes it 3-0. All right, NSA comes away with puck butt. Nice check work by the Eagles to keep the puck in the zone. And working on it around center ice. I love how the refs just let them keep going when everybody's trying to get the puck free these days. In the old days, they'd get like these whistles if the puck didn't move, but now they just kind of wait till someone gets it free. A little forecheck in there, but the puck does manage to get out for the Blue Eagles. Number 28 gets it in behind the net, follows it in. We got Nice setup for the Blue Eagles they got there, but they lose the puck. It's Katie Comerford, I think, backhanding it up, but the puck does get in tight. Nice tight save by Cadence Dion. The Plymouth girl in like right in front of her, so very nicely done. Nice reflexes there, getting down into the butterfly quickly. Now the puck is deep in the Eagle zone. That was Shea McCarthy down forechecking, forcing the Clippers out. Excuse me, the Eagles out, but now the Clippers have regained control. And here comes Libby Boris with some nice. She's got help over there. Nice play by Libby. It's great to see the talent with some of the individual girls once they get a chance with the puck. Good skating and stick handling. Would have loved to have seen her get a nice pass across to one of her teammates there, but not sure what the call was. The face-off is coming to Cadence Dion's right. We're almost down to the 5.5 minutes left in the second period. Try to keep warm with some upbeat music. We're ready to go here now. And the face-off comes back. So Eagles player gets a little wrist shot off. Now we're all behind the net, working on it. The Eagles control, and that's number 5 on the point. Gets a wrist shot in, but again, Dion with the save and the cover-up. It's got to, it got to also frustrate the Blue Eagles when the goalie just kind of making the solid saves, getting the whistle, helping the Clippers kind of keep things slow, and they can maintain the kind of confidence in their playing. And I think it's a big factor there. Is that even if the Blue Eagles do get a chance in, they can feel confident their goaltender is back there. But right now, got a little bit more play in the defensive end for the Clippers. They don't want to get back on their heels, and Eagles break up the breakout. Puck comes up and out of the zone just barely. Blue Eagles again get it back in, so a little bit of nice forechecking action for Plymouth, north and south. Nice move. In tight. Just can't get it over Dion's shoulder. It goes wide, but nice forechecking results in a nice offensive opportunity for the Eagles there. So in the last few minutes, since the third goal, they've seen some good, the forechecking has resulted in a little bit of offense. But the thing is, the Clippers are so patient. They don't get, they're not going to get nervous about any of that. They're just going to continue doing their work. Maddie Cantor over there manages to get it in, but again, the Eagles are trying to break it out. Mika's back to get it. So we got these girls that really can control the puck. It just smooths things out for your team. It's just, as soon as one of them gets it, that girl's got control of the puck and is going to break it out and skate with it for a little while and kind of neutralize the situation. And that's, definitely Maddie Cantor and Tasha Mikas, Libby Boris. As soon as you see them with the puck, and Liz Dow too, who's got the puck right now. So it gives everybody a lot of confidence when you see that. People you can really depend on. Certainly, if you're a goaltender and you see that around you, especially if you've got defense pairs like that. It's going to be offsides as the Clippers break out, but puck gets out and back in, and they touch it. So we're going to have a little face-off outside the Eagle zone with 3:26 left in the second period. Again, we got a 3-0 lead for the Norwell, Situate, and Abington girls over the Plymouth North and South girls. Nice break-in, quick play. We got, oh, okay, gets broken up. Here come the Eagles. Number 8, that's Charlotte Paul. But it gets broken up, and here comes the Clippers. Trying to get another offer. They love another one before the end of this second period. We get less than 3 minutes to go as the puck. See how this scrum goes in the left-hand corner, and Clippers come out with it. Get a shot off. Goes up in the air. Back to Mikas. Yeah, Mikas and Boris. That's a nice defense pair. Got to have a lot of confidence with those two back there. But here comes the Clippers. We got a one-on-one. Charlotte Paul gets a little shot off, easily handled by Dion. Now the puck in the right wing zone. Little contact with the puck back there. That's okay, right? But the Clippers come out with it. Plymouth regroups and gets it up. They're doing a little. They haven't been the chauffeur, but I think they've been doing a little bit better about breaking it out and setting it up with some offense. But the Clippers' defense has been quite good. As I said, you like to see that confidence to go back and get the puck again and start again. But right now the Eagles have kept it in the zone. They got a few girls up close, but Dion gets a hold of it, and she's going to stop any thoughts of that with a face-off with 1:30 to go. But the face-off is in the Clippers zone. To the left of Cadence Dion. See who wins this face-off. 5-on-5 action. Wow, okay. And somehow, off the face-off, I think we had a little carom, because that got in before I think almost anybody even realized it got past Cadence Dion. So I hate they had that word fluke, but you know, I don't know. I can't see exactly what happened there, but Plymouth gets on the board. There's about 1:28 to go in the second period, so it's 3-1. And sorry, I didn't watch to see which girl, if I had her number, which girl got that, but it was probably the center. And I don't think we're going to get an announcement on that, so I apologize. But that was good for Plymouth. They gotta give them a little bit of hope there with because they have been working hard. That was kind of a funny way for them to get a goal finally. But okay, right now we got like 2-on-1. If but I think we're gonna have a penalty on Plymouth, maybe for tripping on that play. Referee's got his arm up, and as Plymouth touches, we're gonna have the whistle for the trip. That was a nice 2-on-1 situation. I don't know if it was Shea McCarthy. I was trying to get numbers, but yeah, she's getting. She I think it might have been Shea McCarthy was heading. One of the girls, anyway, that was heading forward there with a nice 2-on-1, and ends up forcing the tripping call. So we're down to the last 37 seconds in this second period, with NSA in the lead, 3-1. Oh, that everybody thought that was in with the shot for the point from Mikas, but I think get the post, the corner, went in the corner, but now she's gonna get another chance. She fans on that wrister. Might be another chance. Looks like the Eagles are gonna get it out. The Clippers are gonna have to regroup. Anyway, the Clippers extended their lead to 3-0 at one point, but now on a goal right off the face-off, the Eagles have got on the board. So at the end of 2 periods, it's 3-1 NSA over the Plymouth. We'll be back for third period action. Hey, Jim Dorman here, Abington Community Access and Media. Third period action between the NSA Clippers and Plymouth North and South Blue Eagles. We got a game I'd say has been pretty much controlled by the Clippers, with some good offense here and there by the Blue Eagles, and a lucky goal. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'd like to see that replay again. But they got a goal late in the second period to get on the board. As I said, 3-1. So I think the Blue Eagles have remained in the game, but definitely the Clippers have had more control, more shots. Blue Eagles have not gotten a lot of shots on Cadence Theon in the net. They've had some decent forechecking and a couple of opportunities that way, but the opportunities are hard to come by, I'd say. So we'll see what happens here in the third period. I think if the Clippers keep up their good forechecking and solid defense, they should be able to take this one. But not count our chickens. Here's a long clear. I should have said that it was a penalty. The Clippers started the period with a power play, but it is all even at this point. 13:20 left in the game. Team kind of spread out right now. Of course, 2-goal lead is not exactly let's kill the clock time. So I think the Clippers got to keep mounting some offense. Mounting some offense. Keeping the but right here we got a steal. Number 33, the Golden Eagles gets a shot off. Again, Dion butterflies and swallows that puck for a face-off, erasing any opportunity, chance of a opportunity there, which looked pretty good. It was a nice steal by Ava Grinnell of the Blue Eagles, the captain. Of course, it did result in the face-off, but the puck is out of the zone. So again, that's over too. So that's cleared down though. So I guess we're coming right back with the icing call. See if the Blue Eagles can maintain the pressure started by that offensive burst by Grinnell, and then subsequent face-off. Now they got another face-off. All right, let's see. Grinnell's taking the face-off for the Blue Eagles. She wins. It gets back to her defenseman. A little flip in tight. We got 3 players. Puck goes wide on the right-hand boards in tight. 4 players scrumming for it. NSA manages to control. Natasha Meek is back with the puck, controlling, looking for an outlet. She banks it off the boards, and eventually it is taken out with the help of Caroline Gibbons. But the Eagles, Blue Eagles, get it back in. Flip one in, going in the corner. Clippers managed to get it out. Back and forth action at mid-ice here. Blue Eagles, number 5. showing some skating ability. She's one of their first liners. But a nice little move, but the puck gets back out of the zone, and that's going to be, looks like another icing. So, a few icing calls, clearing the Clippers, clearing the puck a few times. Happy to clear it out of the zone and start over again, I guess, in their own end. See who wins the face-off now. Well, looks like the Clippers win the face-off, and we got a 2-on-2. Left it. Puck's down in the corner. Almost, we're looking for a centering pass situation there, but that quickly dissipates. Now we do have the puck behind the net. Kind of moving things a little bit slowly, I think, which the Clippers are probably just fine with. Slower pace in this third period with a 2-goal lead. But, you know, if Eagles get the next goal, it'll cause a little bit of anxiety. Perhaps. It could. This is the first line for the Clippers. But kind of breaking things up, and then Maddie Cantor heading towards the slot area. She's going to get her wrister off with a stop by McLaughlin. And as the Blue Eagles go for a change, Libby Boris is back in her own end, deking out defenders. But the Eagles do manage to get it ultimately in deep. But everybody's back for the Clippers, so making it tough on them to get anything moving in there, you know, any open space to get a good pass off. That puck, it does get through, and there we go. So there's a, let's see if we can at least get a number for you. So it's like 33, which is Ava Grinnell, the captain, and so there we go. This 3-2. So that makes things interesting with 9:43 left here in the third period. It's now the lead cut to 1, and NSA moving. The Eagles moving in. Plymouth looking to tie things up here. Just when you thought they had the thing in the bag. Well, I never really thought in the bag, but it looked pretty solid. But the Eagles did exactly what they needed to do and forced the issue there as things were kind of slowing down, and managed to get a really nifty goal there, Ava Grinnell. Let's see what happens next. It'll be interesting. We got a lot of time left. Just a little over 9 minutes. A lot of time for the Eagles to tie things up, and who knows what else. Hockey's a funny game as the puck goes around behind the net. Sliding around. The Eagles kind of smell opportunity, buoyed by that Grinnell goal, and now look, we got a steal and a quick shot from number 5 sails past the net, unfortunately for the Eagles. The Clippers try to break it out. It's broken up. Eagles pouring on the offense right now, or here comes an in-tight chance. Dion kicks it out. Puck moving around. Pass is intercepted by the Clippers, and now they're moving it in. So that's Shea McCarthy from Abington. Katie Comerford working it in. Slides it in for a stop from McLaughlin. They have a face-off to her left hand zone, but definitely Eagles were just picking it up following that goal. And as you know, sometimes happens, you get one goal followed by another because, well, makes the energy is there, I guess. But right now it's in the Eagles' end, and the Clippers just got a shot off. So the Clippers just got a shot off. So here we go. Less than 8 minutes left in the period in the game. Shot from the point.
blocked by McLaughlin. Now Clippers, excuse me, the Eagles break it out, or clear it out. A little back and forth mid-ice action right now, followed by a few changes from both teams. But in comes the Clippers. Libby Boris goes down as she tries to get a backhander back towards the net. Offsides, I believe, or a high stick. Well, maybe a high stick. Anyway, the faceoff's coming all the way back to the NSA zone. I think the ref had us in for like a high stick. Alright, so the Eagles almost lose it to, excuse me, Maddie Cantor, which could have been trouble. Now we're back to mid-ice, and the Eagles managed to break it in, or slide it into the Clipper zone, but they're back on it to try to break it up. Goes right by Cantor. Here comes Mikas from the D, going in deep with a little backhander. I think we got a save, and Eagles get it out. Clippers trying to regain control, and they do. Maddie Cantor up to Katie Comerford, who's working on against the defender. We got 5 or 6 girls over there trying to get that puck. And away comes the Eagles with it and trying to break out of the zone. They can't. At the second opportunity, they do. And now they're trying to head into the zone. Yes, and they do. They get it in. But they get broken up. Out comes the Clippers. Shane McCarthy forechecking there. It's not going to be icing, says the ref. Eagles trying to look for some more offensive opportunity. Clippers trying to break them up, regain control of the puck and the game. But the puck's around behind, well, just in the left-hand corner. Again, a few girls working on it. Nobody really has complete control. The Clippers get it out. We got kind of one-on-one, one-on-two situation as the Clippers change. Puck comes loose, and in comes Clippers. It's Maddie Cantor. Who else? And she creates things. They all created it there with their good breakout. Just tough work right in the mid part of the ice there. Tenaciousness, as we like to say, in getting the puck past all the Eagles. And then next thing you know, Cantor's just breaking in by herself. And again, you don't want to give her a chance like that. She's putting it in right in. And I believe she has all 4 goals. I'm not getting any announcements here, but I apologize if I'm wrong, but she's a one-person wrecking crew sometimes, the Maddie Cantor. She has been the last few games, probably all season, really, but she's really stepping up as a junior this year for the offensive production. But she's also going to, in the defensive zone. She's a defense person. No, excuse me. She is a forward. Somebody's kind of more. I'm thinking more like Libby Boris and Natasha Mikas. The defense people, but they go on the offense when they get the puck. I'm sure Maddie Cantor could play some good D too. Sometimes she ends up with the puck back in the defensive zone. And here comes the Clippers again. That's Caroline Gibbons working hard in there. Number 11. We got 3:35 left in the game. And that fourth goal gives the Clippers a bit of breathing room. Not a lot, but goals have been hard to come by so far for the Golden Eagles. But they had a little bit of a chance there. The cross ice pass, and they have control of the puck, so they could, if they can get one here, they could make the last 3 minutes interesting. They're in tight. The puck goes just through, back out to the point. Good saves, blocks. The Eagles doing a good job of moving the puck around, getting some opportunities. Number 9, defense lady back there. Don't have her name, I apologize. Just making some nice plays from defense. Keeping the puck in, getting some shots off. It is right in front, past the goal mouth. Clippers trying to regain control. We got a whistle there with 2:27. 2:21. Okay, little adjustment on our clock. Anyway, we've got 2:31 left. And a timeout. Probably a timeout. I haven't figured out yet how to figure out who called the timeout. But I'm guessing Plymouth, given that they need 2 goals to tie things up with 2:31 left here in this matchup on a Saturday. Obviously, the Clippers want to win the face-off. They want to gain control of the puck, spread things out. Get both goaltenders on the ice here. I'm looking at number 1, Caitlin Burke, and Cadence Dion chatting about whatever's going on here. It's good to see the support between them. They're both listed as freshman goaltenders. I don't know if it's been even Steven and who's played how many games, but they both look well. But out comes Cadence back in the net. Nice to see that. Maybe they'll be like, when we had the Bruins goalies supporting each other. Trading games a few years ago with Linus Omar. Anyway, back to the game. 2:25, as I digress, as I often do. Alright, we got a 2-on, well, not really 2-on-1 anymore, but it was kind of looking like that for a second. Clippers keeping the puck in, which is a good plan, but they give it kind of a weak backhand, allows Ava Grinnell to get the puck. We're going to have a penalty, so, and looks like a little retaliation there, a little response to the crowd, and some stick work. The refs need to break this up. Girls getting its little extra activity after the face-off. One girl still on the ice for the Eagles. So I think the original call was going to be a trip against NSA, and then we had a little bit of some kind of pushing or shoving that went on after the play. Definitely the NSA girl in the box. I don't know if we'll get any more calls on that, and unfortunately, I'm not getting any announcements from the announcer. And one of the girls shaken up a bit on the play, so the staff is out to attend to her. Ray obviously just taking a break. Hopefully she's all right. I'd like to see that. If the Eagles are gonna, looks like they will be on the power play. It's less than 2 minutes to go. Down by 2 goals. Obviously, they need to get one as quickly as possible with a chance to tie this game up. All right, she's up, and nice hand from the crowd. Just waiting for the players to regroup. Looks like the referees are thinking about setting up for the next face-off, but having a little discussion with the Plymouth bench. Of course, that's not a situation you like to see. I mean, everybody, the girls rushing in. And, all right, we do have a Plymouth girl going into the box. I'd say there was definitely some roughing involved there on both sides, with other girls coming in to join the action. Hopefully the Plymouth girl is all right. Heard another round of applause from the fans is finally got her off the ice, but looks like it's going to be. Looks like all he called was roughing. Five tackles on both sides. But he's calling a trip there, though. I'm sorry. That's would love to have an announcement on what the penalties were, because I thought for sure he had called the trip ahead of those other penalties. But there's a trip there, so it's going to be, regardless, I guess, we're going to have a power play right now with 1:41 left for the Eagles, the Plymouth North and South Blue Eagles in the Norwell, Situate, Abington Clipper zone. Face-off won by the Blue Eagles. Puck moves into the corner. Back out to the right point for a shot. Little flip in, goes into the corner. Back. Blue Eagles doing a nice job of controlling the puck. Little flip in. Can't get it through the. But the body's in through the middle there. Now the puck gets out of the zone. Broken up by the Clippers, and they manage to get the puck back into the Blue Eagle zone as they got to regroup on this power play. We're now less than 1 minute in the period, 1 minute left in the game. Clippers with a 2-goal lead. At some point, you got to see if Plymouth thinks about pulling their goaltender. I would say at this point, but not sure if they're going to do that. But we got a face-off. Cadence Dion's right, I believe. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls. So have not pulled Anna McLaughlin. Not sure why not. Caden's Dion save and covers it up. We got 34 seconds left. And 5-on-4. The tripping call. Katie Comerford trying to get it out. Can't quite guess. I guess she does get it out. Defenseman tries to bring it back in. Going to get the offsides call on that. So Eagles unable to keep the puck in the offensive zone on the power play. They win the faceoff, but the puck comes all the way back behind the blue line. Winding down here with about 10 seconds left. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that NSA Clippers are going to defeat the Plymouth North and South Eagles here at Hobblebach Arena with a score of 4-2. As time is winding down, I just want to thank our production team, Dave Bowen and Drew Flaherty behind the scenes for Abington Community Access and Media. Jim Dorman, thanks for tuning in to girls high school hockey action as the Clippers go back to congratulate their goaltender and head for the handshakes. We'll see you next time on Abington Community Access and Media.